Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome, guys, to the Outcast Trading channel, and let's talk today about some financial markets. But before we do so, I'd like to go with one. We start the stream without the voice. Is my voice okay right now, Pedro? Yeah, we'll start again. Let me know how is it on stream. It's a little bit of a delay, but it should be fine already. So once again, if you didn't hear what I'm saying, because it can't be a stream with me without the voice issue. So welcome to the Outcast Trading channel, and before we do the financial markets and we'll talk about them, there's one big thing which changed in the Outcast, which is right now you can join our Discord with full privileges for free, and it is until December at least. Why is that? First of all, because we want to serve our community and we're doing it for fun and to help you out. But also we are right now focused on putting up and finishing first part of our trading program together, which we'll announce just before Christmas probably, with a nice little bit of a discount because it's Christmas and the gifts are usual. But right now it's all for free. Feel free to join, ask questions. We are doing it to help you out on your trading adventure as much as we can from our let's say professional point of view. So okay, we had a weekly close on all the markets, and seems like there was on Friday a little bit of a fun and a little bit of misjudged the general range resolution. But let's go and let's start with the crypto first. Okay, so we have BTC, and this is weekly chart, and we'll start from the weekly. So what we can see here, nothing changed. It's still in the range, it's still on the bottom of the range. 18600 is the name of the game right now. So as you can see, this range here, if it resolves, there are two easy points to take profits out of the potential trade on this range. So one of them is if you bought at the bottom, the natural take profit will be the top of the range, which is also confluent with the 200 EMA and SMA, and they are still yet not crossed to the downside. So it gives me a little bit of a feeling, because I want to stay away from predicting what the market will do as much as I can. It's not my job as a trader. Thinking in a predictive way is an easy way to get wrecked and have pain trading. So if you took the long here, which was pretty nice opportunity, 18600, 24500 is your resistance, the easy way to take profit. So if this range breaks to the upside, then the natural target will be around 31200-ish. If it breaks to the downside, then 12,000 is a potential take profit. So it's pretty easy scenario. A little bit more of patience, I mean a lot of patience is needed while trading crypto right now. But overall, if you go with the weekly, it's looking pretty clear. The same with the daily. So one more thing about this consolidation here. When I see the consolidation on the support like this, most of the time it likes to pop up. I would be like leaning for the next week or two for a little bit more of an upside. But it can change any moment. So it is on the support, no short here, just an easy game, guys, if you want to play anything, any asset, any chart. If the price is on the support, don't fucking short it, okay? If it didn't close, like on this chart, I used for the support the dailies, and if it would close the daily below the support and had a follow through, then it's time to look for a retrace, retest, and get loaded on the short. Before that, you could see it was pretty nasty, and we were talking about it on the stream with Mark when he joined, and sorry for my drawings here, but overall should be fine. Good. So we were watching this nice little fake dildo, which was fake when we were watching it, and what we told you, it's a lot of liquidity coming here. Okay, what it means, a lot of liquidity. Most of the people who get long here, they will be placing mostly their fixed stop losses, because this is what internet teaches, just below the support zone, just below this week low. And guess what? Okay, all the stop losses were triggered, longs were washed out, late shorts were wrecked, and basically Ethereum is back in this small range, which is between 1250 up to 1380. Let's call it easy. So this is an easy range here on the shorter term, which is, if you took a long here, good for you, I'm happy for you. And then if we want to trade it, basically there are two ways, as always. So we'll take the whole range, and we'll get our measure moves to the downside, which probably can extend because it's Ethereum up down to the 1,000. So if this range breaks to the downside, I believe that the $1,000 mark is in our reach. But if it trades to the upside, then we have nice pointing out to our 0.5 retracement, which Ethereum seems to like recently, pretty much. Overall here, I would be taking profits and looking for a potential resolution later, and looking for more trades later. So with Ethereum, also the weekly closure, cut them my chart. Anyway, we closed the weekly kind of bearish, like a bearish candle below the 200 SMA on the weekly. But what I know about 200 EMA and SMA, they like to stick the price together. So once the price gets in this territory, you could see it's like glued to those two, and looks for a ranging behavior for a while. So I wouldn't be overly too bullish or too bearish on it, but it is technically on the support. You can't short the support, at least if you like your money and you like your account. So this is Ethereum. Okay, so we got the crypto covered, nothing has changed, everything is in range, on the support but in range. So only way I would be trading it would be to the upside right now. Unless it breaks to the downside, then I will find some shorts. Okay, so let's start with GBP USD, my favorite trading pair, as you can see. So I did today morning a little bit of a scalpy scalp on my main account, not on that one. On that one, we are back to last Monday account. So I did some trading mistakes, and I'm not afraid to tell about them. This is trading. Nobody can be right all the time, and we are all humans at the end of the day, so we make mistakes. Overall, I had a bad trading spree, but I recovered it. Almost, we are lacking $3, so nobody will actually take it into consideration too much, but we are back in the game, and we want to pump this account. At least I want to pump this account and try to do as much as I can this week. So on GBP USD, we had a little bit of a retrace last week, and as you can see, we got only 2.5, and this is what I say about 0.5. It's not technically a fib, but Forex likes it, especially if it's confluent with, in this case, 200 EMA on the 1 hour. So 200 EMA and SMA served as a support. We gapped up open on GBP USD, which is not particularly bearish. Not all the gaps get filled. If it was going down to 11,870, I would be longing it. Anyway, what I had marked here is 61866 from the swing down, so I'll make a fib measurement one more time and I'll show you guys how I do it. And many people actually who I know are doing it the right way, not the inverse way, not in a bullshit way. So here's swing high and we're taking the swing low here. And we're doing the fib measurement, and guess what, price action react, and as you can see at 61866, the golden pocket, we have a reaction. And what else? We have a confluence of this resistance coming here from the broken support, which was tested on the Friday. So on the Friday I had a few good trades on this account. So 2 longs on GBP USD, basically out of the 200 SMA here, and it will be visible on a 200 SMA on the 15 minute. So it was this little pump and this one dildo trade here. And also welcome to GBP JPY, and I'll show you my short setup which I played on Friday, which I'm pretty proud of. Anyway, here what we are looking based on the weekly. So weekly didn't close bearish on GBP USD, it actually closed somewhat bullish, and in such cases I think it might be expected that this week we can still have a retrace and make a proper wick down on this weekly dildo. But overall I'm looking for at least weekly 21 EMA to get hit in coming weeks or months. It can take how much time, I don't know. Jesus, language is a hard language, learn Polish, guys. Anyway, it can take some time to go there, but what we can see on a daily, it had broken the daily 21 EMA again, retested it last on Friday, and here we have a potential a little bit of a pumpy behavior. Right now, as I said, like 61866 here on the short term is standing in our way. If it breaks it to the upside, I will be looking on 15 minute, and I will be looking a little bit of a trendy trade, meaning that I will look for the entry on the 15 minute 21 EMA, managing it with a closure of 55, and taking my first profits at the top Bollinger Band, which I like to do, to save some profit and run away with them. And then don't, especially Forex teaches actually a little bit of abandoning the wishful thinking. This market can pump. Yeah, bro, I liked your comment. Yeah, this is the offensive word in Polish. Anyway, we have GBP USD covered, so let's go with Euro USD. Some of you are waiting. So this is the same story what we had, like it's a little bit of a less of a mover recently. So we had the 61866 from this big swing, and it took it whole fucking week to actually react to it and come back to it on Friday. As you can see, retesting, and from the lower time frame perspective, it came back up decent enough. So it's a little bit of a rangy here. Here we have still the support zone, the order block, however you fucking call it. It doesn't really matter. Here's where the price reacts, and this is where is my opportunity box coming in, where I'm looking at the potential take profit out of the potential long here, which I didn't take, around 98, 330. It is good confluence with the resistance here, coming from this price action. So short term 98, 330 would be welcome from my point of view. It's a good opportunity to take a scalp short or take profit on your longs. Anyway, so Euro USD is kind of boring right now. Weekly is closed. Like, it can go both ways, guys. Like always, the market can go both ways. So I'm not trying here to predict anything. Let's go with the facts and what we can see on the screen. Anyway, another breakdown of this zone here, with the follow through, in my opinion, will induce to move to the bottom of this range of the swing. So 95, 540. So this is the target potential to the upside. If it breaks this 382 here and this resistance, I think the price has a chance to go to the top of the range, to the top of the swing. So it will be around 99,860. Yeah, I bet so. Yeah, our language is kind of hard to learn, though. I heard it's one of the hardest languages actually to learn. So besides Chinese, which is absolutely terrifying for me, but my sister knows Chinese and she spent in China like 7 years living there, working there, studying there, so props for her. Anyway, we have Euro USD. It's kind of a I don't want to trade this chart yet. From the short-term perspective, here is the hourly also on the Euro USD. Here is the 200 EMA and SMA coming, so they are as a mobile resistance zone right now. But if it breaks to the upside, I believe that yeah, we can have a resolution. I'm not particularly overly bearish on anything right now, because we are trading in a territories not seen since 84. I was born in 85, so well, it's the first thing for me. But knowing how the markets react out of those zones, it was not really traded, not really much. Only thing which was built was buy pressure in this zone. So this is a price which you can expect many players will be buying and for a little bit of a long term. So here we go. Don't short the support. Just guys, believe me, it can save your life. Okay, USD CHF weekly is kind of bullish because first of all, we had already a closure above this swing high, those closures, but we don't have a follow through yet. Overall, the easiest target here out of this trade, if you're going long anywhere, I'm still waiting for a little bit higher than a parity point. Right now we are at parity. So USD is worth almost exactly the same as Swiss franc, which is strange. But anyway, if the potential resolution comes to the upside, then 101 350. If it comes to the downside, I will be looking short term for 99 for 500, which will be a good retrace, even lower. So if we go with if we consider this as a swing high, let's go with the fibs, and 61866 would also be in the picture, but let's go with a little bit of a short term retrace to look for confluence. So yeah, coming to a 98,800, even a little bit lower, would be really nice, because as you can see, here is the support building for the price action. So if it comes here, yes, I will be most likely longing it back to the top of the range. And I told you this is a liquid zone. We're trading in a liquid zone right now. This is a resistance for the price action. It showed power in the past, so I don't have from a trader point of view to any means to think that it will act different, because as Einstein described, like doing the same and expecting different results is called insanity. So let's be sane a little bit in those insane markets. So the key here is, I don't want to be overly bearish on GBP USD, but I don't want to short the dollar yet. I'm not ready for it. I think it has a potential to go higher, especially if we look at the weekly and the 200 EMA and SMA, and this is what I pay attention to. So if they are trying to cross together, this cross really plays out in my strategies. And it shows a little bit of a change of behavior. So when 200 EMA is above the 200, when 200 SMA is above the 200 EMA, the price action is still kind of bearish. When they tend to cross to the upside, then most likely it releases a little bit, shows what the price action may do in the future, meaning a little bit more of a pumpy. So let's see, let's observe that one. What we had actually, and we we're talking about, was this triangle here, and I'll do a little bit of a change, because we want to get the chart a little bit more visible. Okay, so here we have the resistance, as you can see, and also we have a support based on this pattern, which is called, oh, okay, I removed everything. This is fun. This is nice. Anyway, let's change it. We have time. It's a morning Monday market update. Nobody is really watching it, because why would you? Anyway, here was the triangle which I was pointing out for a while, with a measure move target up to 101,350. But as I pointed out also, this is a big resistance zone here. So the easy way, if you traded this triangle, if you got in on the retest here, was to take profits in this zone, at least most of them, and wait with the rest if you want to for the resolution or for another long opportunity or short opportunity, depending on the chart. So USD CHF still kind of bullish, GBP JPY. So this is the setup which I played on it. Overall, before we go, this is the weekly, and I said GBP JPY, the beast, the widowmaker on the weekly, is looking pretty good, because it is in the uptrend, as you can see. It had a really nice test and liquidity run down to the 200 EMA and SMA, reacted nicely out of it, closed first weekly above the 21 EMA. And where we are right now, we are at the resistance coming from the structure here. So this is the top of the range here. And what you can expect is sell pressure coming here. So what normally I do in such scenarios, I will take profits and I will look for a break and then to join the potential movement to the upside. Overall, I think this pair can pop up over time and can play a really nice long. I don't have targets for it yet because I was not I was caught off guard, but we can make them right now. So the easiest one will be here, the resistance coming. Let's make it as a box. This is based on a weekly, so this is really long term, but overall 175 540 is not it's still in the picture if this resistance gets broken. So if it gets broken, here we have our target. So pretty nice big zone to be trading, mostly to the upside. Overall, let's jump back to the trade which I took, and let's go with the hourly. It will be simple. So we spoke on Friday that there is a range, the same as on GBP USD, but that one I didn't take. So we had a little bit of a range here. And normally with ranges, when you play them, they are the easiest ones to be played, because first of all, you buy the support, sell the resistance, whichever way you want. So you can short the resistance, long the support, however you like it. Overall, this is how you play the range. Once the range gets broken, so here we had a break, and here we had a nice little retest. So the easiest way to play it is to get a measure move, go on, move it, and here you have your take profit. And also confluent with this with the support coming here. So this is your take profit, and also your stop loss, your risk management should be above the top of the range. So let's call it a closure above the top of the range. Why do I say that? Playing ranges can be extremely profitable, but you have to be a little bit more realistic about your risk reward, and don't go 20 risk to reward. With the ranges, the best place I can have, and I had, were 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and this is what I'm willing to risk because it's an easy scenario to play. So you go here, make a limit on the retest. If you didn't get on the retest, you could go on this retest, trade it to here, book your money, and wait for the resolution. Right now we broke the range to the upside, but we have a long-term resistance coming in, which I think it has a chance to break. I'm not saying today. I don't try to predict the market, but overall it doesn't look too bad. It can make a little bit of a swing failure pattern on a daily or whatever, or even 4 hour. Time will show. But this was the trade to be made, and right now after such closure, yes, I will be willing to take a trade on the retest of the top of the range, and we'll mark it with a little bit smaller box so you can see the liquidity zone. Price coming here, buy, manage below the low of the range, and just send it to the measure move to the upside. So this is the short setup which I took. Really fast money, 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Don't be overly greedy. It's better in my opinion opinion to have multiple trades with lower risk to reward ratio, but going in your direction than having a trade which you were too greedy and you wanted something promised even by our clickbait in the titles, that is easy money, go rich and go with high risk to reward ratio. You don't do it normally. There are some trades which can be really high risk to reward ratio. I encounter them and I encounter from time to time, but overall most of my bread and butter is 1.5 to 1 risk to reward, and it is good because it saves me the pain of wishful thinking and looking for higher targets and waiting. It's like a hot potato game. You get in, price goes in your direction, book your profits and fuck off. Come back later. This is how, I mean, with the market you need to be fast and nimble and stop wishing, stop thinking, because this is when you get wrecked, most likely. Okay, so we have GBP, JPY. Let's go with a little bit of a forex too. Australian dollar, US dollar. Okay, this is the one we were observing for a while because one of the guys asked on the stream. So yes, we had a nice little range resolution, comeback, full measure move, take profit, retested back the resistance. Not looking overly bullish here. This weekly is not bullish at all, but this is a support which, when it's broken, I think the price has easy way to go to 58 and test the bottom. And even if it goes lower, then let's be a little bit more erotic about the price action. This will be a sexy target, 55, to take along or book the rest of your profits. So overall, I'm not looking for a long here yet. The stochastics are bottomed out on the weekly, so probably they can spend some time there. It's not a buy signal. When they will leave the critical zone, then I will consider it as a little bit of a buy signal and confirmation. Overall, it is like trading right now. The current range to be traded is 63, 600 down to 61, 470. And this is how I can call it. We were watching Euro NZD, and also guess what? Euro NZD, if you were too greedy, may reacted once again of the top of the range. And I said it already, like I'm saying it for a week, and I'll be saying this is just in the range right now, and the easiest way to play it, and we have marked our potential targets. So one is to the upside to 79,600 even, and to the downside to 66,380. So the direction the range breaks will be the direction of a good trade. Overall, it's not looking overly bearish, but if you look at the higher time frames, it's still reacting of this resistance. We had it pointed out, it was reacting, and it was pretty good resistance and support for past I don't know, like 5 years or something. So I would be really careful with longing just here, because it can easily make on a daily a little bit of a swing failure pattern, because it tried to swing a little bit of and above the last swing high and trying to close below. So this daily is to watch. If it closes below, probably it's an SFP. You can get on the retest and try looking for a lower high to get a little bit of a shorty scenario, shorted to the downside. You can't short to the upside. I mean, there are many people shorting to the upside, but they're getting wrecked. So sorry for my language here. USD Canadian dollar. Let's go with the weekly. Weekly pretty nice close above the resistance we had. Stochastics are pointing down, so they're curving a little bit of a down. I'm pretty sure there is some kind of a bearish divergence here, but I'm not using RSI recently. Overall, it's still bullish. It's still in the uptrend. Watch out here in this zone, because well, it is a resistance. You can see it from this price action, from the structure. It's a kind of a effect zone to play as a resistance. But if it breaks to the upside, then I think there are two targets to be made out of the price. So 141. 120, and the bigger one, 143, 500 would be pretty nice for taking profits. Overall, it doesn't look bad. On higher time frames, it will be still in the range. So it's playing around this resistance, and it's a very tricky territory to go long, but it's technically bullish, okay? So let's go with one more, my favorite, USD JPY, which I should have traded, honestly, because it's just going up. It's just ridiculous. This is why I don't want to short the dollar. It's just fucking going up. It's just since March 2022 is going up, and even not March, even since December 2020, it's just going up. So guys, if you tried shorting all the way here, don't do it. Stick to a trend. I mean, we had a little bit of a fuckery in the acting out of this resistance, but this resistance is finally broken and it acts as a support, and we are already trading above. Let's go to the weekly. We had a first closure above this resistance here. Jesus, the charting on the MetaTrader is really hard. So 147 230 was the name of the game, and I was saying, like, if it goes higher, if it tries closing higher, then we're technically trying to break a range. If this range is broken, the closest resistance is coming right around 159 340. So it will take a lot of time probably to get there, or not, but it's not bearish at all. It is at the resistance right now. It is at the resistance right now, and it is playing out nicely. So this is only long, and GBP-CHF, which my friend pointed out, this one doesn't move too much over the US news, because why it should? It's GBP-CHF. Anyway, the price action is coming back to the. Let's forget about this bullshit here. So it's coming back to 0.5, so it is technically a resistance. You can see here we get a nice resistance coming from this price action here. Also reacted already once, twice. If it breaks to the upside, then we can trade it technically by smaller zones. So 141 37 up to, I would be willing and still waiting for a big fib pull, which is not technically here, which we have to redo our chart. So you know what, let's do it. Let's redo our chart. Let's remove all the things we have here, and let's start fresh, because why not? You're learning, I'm learning too over time. More I meet people, more things I can learn about the market. So we are on the weekly, and let's go this big swing done with our fibs. So here is our fibs, and guess where the 61866 is coming in? It's coming in here. So over time it will be pretty sexy entry and pretty sexy short, especially that we have a resistance coming here. On the lower time frames though, let's go here. Let's go with a smaller swing here. Bum bum. Okay. So we had a 61866 coming here. It broke it and reacted to the upside. And what actually we can expect, I wouldn't be overly bearish on it, and I would be rather looking, if this daily closes bullish, for a potential targets to even 117.960, even a little bit of a higher 200 EMA and SMA on a daily, most likely, as you can see in the past, can provide a nice resistance, so be aware of it. Overall, it looks like it broke this resistance coming here, retested it, so maybe some long opportunity. Let's see how the price action works out today. I'm not trading it yet, but I'm trying to get used to the chart and to start finding opportunities on it. So we are done with the Forex, and let's go to some other markets for a minute or two. So here we have our Nasdaq, and let's go with the weekly. So with the weekly, we had a nice bearish close below, so it's a third close below the 200 SMA and EMA, this mobile support resistance zone. And what it means, and what I said, I'm expecting, this is not what it will happen, but I'm expecting once this support here coming at 11,000, so let's call it 10,950, got broken, I will be looking for a retest at potential short down to 96 9660. So this is my zone when I'm looking to take profits or to take an action, take a long. This is where I'm interested in the price. Overall, closing like this, it's not bullish at all. You can call it like however you want, but there will be opportunities probably to the downside on that one. Let's go with the gold, and gold is like beating the expectations, if you know what I mean. Like, let's beat those expectations. So this is 2-year range, which was broken to the downside, recently retested, nice fake bearish dildo to the downside. So what about gold? The gold, I think it will go lower. It has to. I mean, my crystal balls are never wrong. I'm just joking. So I will be looking for a full measure move down to 1370 on the gold, with some potential bounces and plays out of the 1540, probably even a little lower. So almost never is just a straight way, but yes, it's looking bearish. It broke the 2-year-old consolidation, and it's doing it really nice because it broke on the weekly basis. So we had a closure, follow through, retest, and this was your short entry. If you wanted to short gold, this was your short entry here on the longer term. So we have gold, we have Nasdaq, we have oil, which I'm not trading, which is still staying in this swing formation here. Nice little bit of a bounce of the 0.5 fib, which, as I said, it's not a fib, but this like 0.5 retracement tends to be respected many times if it's confluent. Overall, for long, I would be still waiting, and I may never get this price, but I will be waiting for a price lower, the 61866, the golden pocket. So anything between 89.30 down to 88.80 will be a nice long for me. If not, I will be looking for this as a bottom of the range. This is the top of the range, and this is how I will be trading it until it breaks to the upside or to the downside. So with the oil, it's a little bit of a clusterfuck if it comes to EMAs on the 4-hour, daily, weekly. Weekly close somewhat bearish. Stocks are still up, but I think we might get lower prices. I think a little bit of a patience here to get a nice trade would be welcome on the oil. So here we have most of the things I wanted to talk about today. So one more thing, if you like this video, if you like the content we're providing, like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Join our Discord, it's for free, as I said in the beginning. Just join, let's have fun, let's talk charts, and yeah, I'll be happy to see you there. Overall, we have a little bit of a view on the markets today, and my trading plans on GBP USD. I did a little bit, as I said, a little bit of a long here, pre-market on my main account, closed it 12,890. Because it is a golden pockets coming from the structure. It was your potential short entry. I'm not entering any trades before the London Open right now, but if this hourly closes like this, maybe some betas to the upside and some shorty. Let's see how it works. We have a whole day to play with the markets. Okay guys, thank you for your patience and watching this video. I hope you like it. We'll see each other tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central European time, because I'm in Europe, which is 30 minutes before the New York Open tomorrow, the stream, and we'll talk about some more markets. Anyway,